Hello all. Today we are going to see that can we have an polyhouse for a terrace garden, or can we have a smaller size polyhouse? Since polyhouse we normally recommend to have an polyhouse which can be at least for 500 to 600, bare minimum size of 500 to 600 square feet, and one unit which we call as 1000 square meter. It's 10,000 square feet can be called as a single unit of polyhouse. These polyhouse, when we have in a bigger size, that will solve the that will have a naturally ventilated polyhouse. It's very easy to make. The costing will be very comfortable when you make at least 10,000 square meter. That's 10,000 square feet polyhouse. So we can also make any size polyhouse, but the cost when compared to one unit 1000 square meter, this will be the square meter or the square feet cost will be high. So the other thing, the problem is that in terrace there might be a heavy wind, whereas the shade net house can stand. The shade net house, it's very easy since the shade net allows the air to pass through it, so it can stand. But whereas in a poly house, so you may not expect the air to flow. So you can see an polyhouse here. This polyhouse you could see, no? So the air cannot go into it. So it blocks the wind. So the structure should be very strong. If it's on the terrace, it's little difficult. So see here, and another structure which we have given as a shade net. Even the air goes in, it comes out through the shade net. So you can easily use a shade net on the terrace, and on non-terrace you can have a mini polyhouse. And tunnel houses, the polytunnels can be made in the terrace. The polytunnels are very easy to use, since it can be done from 3 feet to 6 feet. So it has an aerodynamic shape. The polytunnels. Now here in this polyhouse you could see the wall is straight and only the top layer has been arched. But in the polytunnels we have complete structure as an arch style. So the wind can easily bend and go out. So this is one of the structure just I wanted to show. This I like to explain you what are the uses of this polyhouse in a smaller way also. So we have other videos which describes the large polyhouse, the commercial polyhouses which you can use for growing cucumber, tomatoes, or exotic flowers, or for capsicum cultivation and all. We have another videos. This is especially for the smaller polyhouse. So inside the polyhouse, the temperature will be higher, so we need some ventilation to be given. So in this we have given a top ventilation in a smaller place. So this we have given a very smaller purposively, since this is mostly used for the propagation. We used to have cuttings, we used to use this for seed germination. As of now you could see there are grown up plants, but we normally use this for growing the cuttings and for germinating seeds. Here inside this, the humidity level will be high. So to have a good humidity level, you also need to have some fogging system. So the fogger will help to increase the humidity inside. The heat will also be a little higher. To match the heat, the humidity has to be, the water content has to be sprinkled or sprayed or fogged inside the polyhouse. So inside the polyhouse, this growth will be very high. For seed germination, you can use in the initial stages, and then once it gets grown, you can shift it to the shade net house. We also grow some tissue culture plants inside the mini polyhouses, where the tissue culture plants should be planted inside the polyhouse so that it has a very good climatic conditions, and we again shift it after 30 days to a shaded house for hardening purpose, and then it goes for the gardening purpose. So we use this as first stage growing. In this polyhouses, any sizes can be done. So we can make any sizes you want in any shape you want. So in commercial, we normally have top ventilation, that is called as naturally ventilated, and this also on the sides we have opens. But in the smaller ones, we can design, we can customize as you like. So depending on the purpose, so you have to tell us what is the purpose of the polyhouse you want, so we can make it. And this can also be a DIY. So you can also make the polyhouses by your own. So we can send the materials, but it's a little difficult. So you can take our help, and you can easily make an polyhouse of your own. So we can also send the material. If you want the prefabricated materials, we can send it. So you can use it through bolt and nut system. So I can show you some, just 1 or 2 places where you can find, you can just easily install. This is also an type of DIY polyhouse only, so where you can also install. See, it's all with the bolt and nut system. I'm just showing an idea to show you. So this can be made out of an bolt and nut system. but it takes little time for us to make it and give it. So, but still we will make it. So if you have any orders or something, you can just call me at 98-656-19420 or to my office at 737373-2236 or 737373-2237. You can always call in this number. And sometimes people say, sir, you are not at all picking the call. Yes. So we are held up with a lot of field works and all. So sometimes while traveling, or whenever I have time, so I used to call back to the numbers. Sorry if I have missed some of the numbers. Most probably I used to call back. Even if I don't call back, don't hesitate to call again after some time or after a day. So you can call us and you can have the doubts cleared. So there are a lot of projects which we have done, and I don't want to show all the projects to everyone. So only to the whoever needs, so we can show to them. So being in this competitive world, I don't want to showcase everything, whatever I do. So please call us for your polyhouse needs. And if you want to, if you have an idea of commercial cultivation or something, if you have a commercial idea of growing indoor plants, since indoor plant market has been a very huge boom. So we are into our third greenhouse for growing the ornamental plants for indoor pots. So indoor planting is a plant business, whether it's growing the plants or whether it's been selling or reselling. It has a very good market, so you can also take that in concern and do call us for the polyhouse. We will stay tuned with us. We will update more videos. I'm trying to have at least daily one video a day, so I will stay updated with you. Thank you. Thanks for watching.